Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to be starting 8th in the number 89, Corey Bush for Congress, Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. 111 laps is the distance tonight. This is a league race. This is the Dynasty Racing League. Tonight's their first night actually streaming live on Twitch as well as YouTube. But yeah, you can catch check out DynastyRacingLeague.com, get all the info on the league, standings, everything. This is the final race of the regular season. I think I'm in a pretty solid spot points-wise. We're just going to continue doing what we've been doing all season, go for the best finish we can get.
Yeah, 92, just be aware.
I do have a guest spotter tonight. You guys might remember him from a few of my other videos. Nathan Jurgensen. Nathan, say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. It's going to be a long race. Keep the bumpers clean. If it gets cloudy out, it's going to change our fuel mileage. That'll count at the end here, and I'll be counting you down to green here.
Good deal. Thank you much, brother.
All right, boys, long
so, starting 8th, starting in the top 10, so better starting spot than we had at Darlington, and hopefully we can, basically employ the same kind of strategy, keep the car clean through the duration of the race, and have something solid to fight with at the end.
All right, pace car is going to be dropping down here. I'll be calling the leader, and go, 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 go. 55 is following you. You've got a car low. You'll have another car low here. You're too wide up top. Still too wide. Stay high. You're even. Stay high. Stay high here. There's another one coming. Stay high. You're going to be... Stay high. Stay high. The car's there. Stay high. 38's going to follow him. Stay high here. He's there. He's at your door. Going to be even going into 1, so stay high. Into 3, I mean. They're all clear. And still clear. You squat in. Still clear. All right, he's got a bumper on you. Stay high. Stay high here. You're clear. All clear. Good job.
All right. Not ideal, but I think we're still in the top 10.
Okay, no worries about that. Let's just keep it smooth. Long way to go.
Yeah, 10-4.
I don't do it, Sam.
Just be easy on the tires.
Yep, all single file ahead of you here. Just stay in the track.
Looks like someone lost it on the first lap. There were some ominous-looking tire marks heading down to the inside barrier there.
It's all good. We're going forward.
Yeah, the back of the pack is a little bit of a mess here.
Got it, you got it.
Right,
Joseph got a run.
Taking a look here. He's there. He's at your bumper. At your door. He still has a run. You're going to be even going into 1. Stay high. Stay high. You're at his door. At his bumper. Stay high here. Stay high. You're clear.
Probably should have just let him go and slide in behind him rather than trying to keep it side by side there. No,
just kind of find your line here. Watch what these guys are doing. Mimic it. Just find your line.
Guru Nathan is not streaming, and I should not be reading chat while I run this. Moderators, you know your role. When I'm driving, you guys help out answer the people's questions, please, and thank you.
Hey, in chat, I'll be checking in under yellows. If there's anything you want me to see, put my name, Nathan, in all caps.
Would you prefer them to do it in all caps or just do an app message to you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that exists. An app message is better.
Yeah, take it inside in.
Nathan, do you have the ability to turn up your mic volume a little bit?
In iRacing, I'll check to see. I don't think there is a mic volume setting.
There might, I think there is. If not in iRacing, then in Windows.
Honestly, I think you'd have to turn me up, but I will try to turn it up in Windows.
Okay. If there's an in-game menu setting where I can do that, let me know, and I will. We can worry about that under caution, though. I'm not going to try to do that under green.
Yeah, 10-4. Do you want me to just talk louder like I am right now?
If that's not uncomfortable for you.
I'm here for you.
All right. I missed my entry there. I think we're seeing some guys. Ben Izinga, that's a new name for me. I think we're seeing some guys having the effects of maybe being a little bit too hard on their tires on the first lap or two. Starting to slip back a little bit.
He got kicked up to the high lane and got freight trained.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that Indianapolis is a just textbook single group track.
Thanks, Mitchell.
Joseph's making some moves early.
Go low here, go low. Oh my god. Alright, car low. Car low. Clear.
How much damage do I have on the front end?
Just a little bit. Stay low here, stay low. You're clear. You're clear.
Guy's a moron.
He got off lucky.
Yeah, he did.
You have a car coming behind you, that's the 21. He's low. He's at your door. Stay high. Stay high, clear. 68's coming, but you can slot in. You're all clear.
All right, we'll just have to repair that on the first caution.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Take it down low, Mike.
And it doesn't look like it's slowing me down much, at least not while I'm in the 21s draft.
Nope, you're all good. We'll forget about him. Going backward.
Of course he is.
All right, you got a bumper on him. Stay low here. Stay low. You're clear.
Yeah, that's not where I want to try to put a pass on him. Probably could have kept my foot in it there, but it was feeling light, so I backed out of it.
Yep, long way to go.
Last thing I want to do is mess up that right front. We learned that in NIS, even really minor contact.
You have a car looking, you're clear.
10-4.
Thank you.
68 timing it in pretty hard.
Okay. Well, we know that'll...
No runoff.
Yeah, that'll only last for him so long, too.
Yeah, I think you're quicker than these cars ahead of you, so we'll just kind of get through them methodically.
And with the snow caution.
10-4.
Do what?
I think I'm 9th in the point standings, Dawson Brush. If you hit !DRL, then you should get a link to the website and you'll be able to check the point standings. Oh, my 8th in points now. All right. Now, again, I'm serious. I'm not going to be watching chat.
car high. He's got a bumper clear.
That was weird. I would have gotten a run on him, but he really checked up coming off the corner there. God dang it, man. Thing's pushing coming off the corners. I think they did change something in this build to make that aero push even worse. It's getting super light if I try to get a run on him on corner exit. The way that we can adjust for that is just wait. When we're behind a car, wait just a tad before getting back to the throttle.
Yep, 10-4, really let that car rotate.
Yeah. 21's struggling a little bit. I think we will be able to get him before too long here.
And you're both catching us back ahead of you.
10-4.
Chris, take it to the inside.
Alright, TJ, I'm gonna let you go, brother.
That's what, man. If I can get to it, then I'll pass you. So right now I'm just... Okay, now let's just...
Settle in here, just kind of keep those tires cool. You'll get a run caution.
There we go. Who was it?
I can't see it from where I'm at.
Oh, look, the 94's in the pits. I bet it was him. What a surprise.
Get a braking point where I'll line like that.
Wow, Ben, that's pretty impressive, keeping it off the fence there. 94 got loose coming out of 4. Single car spin into the pits, brings the caution out.
Yeah, it absolutely no sense in blocking the way that he was blocking on lap 10, or less than 10 laps into the race. Did it not once but twice. All right.
I'm looking for my microphone settings here.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. Is there... I'm not seeing any audio settings in my menus.
Is it any louder?
I think a little bit loud. It's hard to tell because I don't have the engine sound to balance it out.
All right, 60 miles an hour here. You qualified in 8th, so you're going to be a little bit further up pit road here.
Yeah,
behind you, 3 behind you is the 02, the 55, 21, then you. So the 02 is 3 behind you.
Okay. The 21's immediately in front of me, and he's the car immediately behind me in the pits. Ooh. That's not a great pit entry. 0.2 of optional, so at least I didn't hurt it that badly at all. Shouldn't even have to wait on it. Yeah.
Perfect. 60 miles an hour.
Looks like we gained a couple spots maybe. Lost one to Thomas, but gained over Chad and Wade. So I think a net gain of 1.
Yep, gotcha. Alright, just had to reset my mic then.
Nathan, people are saying that you sound a little bit louder.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is this good?
Yeah, that sounds good. You can probably even come up a little bit from that if you want, but I think that's going to be pretty good.
Alright, I think this is as loud as I can go. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Warren, thanks for the host.
If
Yeah,
it's still too quiet, I can put the microphone closer to my mouth. I'm just worried about it sounding really bad.
Okay. Yeah, I had a comment on the Darlington video that my engine was too loud in relation to your the spotter, your voice sound.
10-4, you don't need that engine sound for anything but aesthetic. Really, you want to be able to hear those tires more than anything.
Yeah, I know. I actually did drop them down, drop the engine and the crash effects down 1 dB each. And I think I dropped the wind noise down a little bit too. Although the wind noise isn't that much, so I can probably leave that where it is normally.
10-4.
I do have to keep some aesthetic in mind because, you know, I'm doing this for entertainment purposes as well, but it's a balance. Yeah, we're back in 8th, so I gained more spots than I thought I was going to. Worked out all right.
And we can two-stop it from here.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah. How many laps do we have to run to two-stop? Excuse me.
I really need a better, more accurate fuel count to know exactly, but going on 33, I'm doing some math now.
Yeah. Just use 33 and know that we can stretch to 34. I just need to know if I need to save or not.
No, I don't think we're right on the button.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 32 lap runs.
Stream says 94 is a rookie. It makes sense. He was driving like one. I mean, he's a rookie to Dynasty Racing League. He could be 10-year veteran of the service. You never know. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing third. So, Nathan, for what it's worth, Q2, which tends to be pretty accurate, says 33.7.
Okay, yep, so we could just do 32 lap runs and pit lap 48 and 80, and that'll take us to the end.
Okay, 48 and 80.
I might adjust that a lap. Going to be kind of watching your fuel calculator and all that, but
Yeah.
you know, we might do 47.
For the guys,
I'm actually thinking we might want to run short a little bit.
Simpler.
Just something to
Yeah,
consider.
in NIS, consistently the best strategy was to go the full fuel run, because there was always the caution right at the end of it. But
Right.
you know, the league race, it might just be, you know, people might be cleaner in this race.
Yeah, people should drive each other with a little bit more respect, new tires in relation to old in this league. But that is something to consider. The big thing is if we're close enough to the leader, which we never were in NIS, if we're close enough to not lose a lap, then, you know, we could catch something where we catch the caution at the right time, stay out, gaining down to track position that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, then again, you know, we know what happens when the tires are only a lap old. They lose a lot on that first lap.
All right, I'll be calling the leader here, second gear. Pace car's in, leader. Go, 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 go. You have a car low. You're pulling him. Still there, you're clear. You're going to be clear to come on down. Good job. Oh, he hit you.
Yep, that's all right.
All clear, all clear. Still clear.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, you were clear of him going into the corner.
Yeah, I know.
All right, no damage on the back.
Sorry, Wade. I thought I gave you enough room there.
No, man, that's all me. I should have waited.
That was just a nice way to secure the track position and
Yeah,
block off the inside line,
turned it, but,
which is
we're good.
super important on those restarts.
After that, good save, man.
So to compare the black light cleared, I had a pass on the yellow black light, how it dropped the end, I did, and so it's giving me a full.
All right, nice bubble front, back, perfect.
Thank you.
Hey Alex, I reviewed the replay of the restart. Nothing really out of the ordinary there, except just a little bit of accordion effect that got progressively worse the further back in the field.
68's going to be looking low here. He's there.
Yeah, 1040. He's got a
bumper, door. He's even. The 68's going to be coming with him.
I mean, technically someone did jump out of line, but that was to keep from, I think, rear-ending you
You're pulling him a little bit.
or someone in that general vicinity.
Stay high. The 68, or sorry, the 02's coming. Stay low. The 55 coming after him. Stay high, stay high. One more. He's there. He's even. He's pulling you. Stay high into 1. 3. Geez. Clear, clear, clear.
It's all right. Those guys were
Yeah, and it's just a gaggle up here. I'm waiting.
faster on the short run than we were, but after a few laps, it seemed like we started pulling them back in.
I didn't want to push through what.
All right, no pressure from behind. Yeah, I think they were a little more confident getting on the throttle out of 4 there.
Yeah, they were. But they may have also been scraping the right front to accomplish that.
Yeah, if this goes long, we're in good shape.
One thing I am noticing is it's this, whatever it is, the cooler weather or whatever, I'm not noticing the car having the tendency to loosen up on corner exit the way that it did in NIS. It seems like it's just generally more snug in the cooler temperatures.
All right, if you've got a tight race car, that's all the more reason to back up the entries a little bit and then kind of mat it on exit. You know, drive it a little bit more like the B car.
And for caution,
Yellow, yep.
4 tires and fuel.
I don't see the wreck.
Kleinschmidt disconnected. That's a good hint right there of who it was. Let me see, brake bias. I'm going to go up on it. And then I think I'm going to go down a 0.5% on brake bias on this next run, and we'll see how it feels.
Yeah, if it's stuck, that's a good idea.
Actually, tell me what you think of this. I'm thinking that since we're still on a 2-stopper on fuel, take no fuel, wind out even a little bit more brake bias, and see if we can maybe get a little track position that way. We have to pit a little bit earlier, but we'd still be in our fuel window. And short pitting by that much, there didn't, like, from what I saw in NIS, if you short pitted well before everyone else, that actually seemed to play into your advantage.
Yeah, it's a pretty aggressive strategy. I like it. You'll have to put in more fuel, you know, later on at some point,
right,
than everybody else. But you know, everyone's bunched up right now. So, how many laps?
All right, after review, guys. Hey, Ben, I'm not going to penalize you for that.
I'm only seeing 9 laps there.
It looked like Matt kind of got off the throttle there at an acceleration point, and you were so close there. There was really nothing you could do to stay off of him. So, thanks for owning it. Matt's a disconnect, so or maybe he just reconnected. But looks like his race is probably done.
All right, the stalls behind you are the 02, the 55, and the 21. So the 02 is 3 before you.
Okay. I'm just gonna, the 55 is right in front of me, so when he drops, that's my signal to drop.
Sorry there, I guess you checked up a bit.
Any damage to fix?
No damage. I didn't hit anything on that last run.
I thought that guy got in your back bumper a little bit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no damage from that.
All right, that picked us up at least a spot.
Yeah, 10-4. That works well.
Another thing on your pit entry, the big scoring pylon on the front straightaway there, that's also basically your turn-in point, the big black one.
Okay, that's good to know, but my eyes are not looking that direction. But that's good to know to keep that as a reference point.
Yeah, when you start getting close to it, you start turning your eyes left.
Yeah.
So you took no fuel there, right?
Correct. I took no fuel, which means that according to Kutu, we've got like 27 laps of fuel. So we'll see what this does.
Yeah, this caution should add probably 2 laps to your fuel.
Yeah, it's basically going to be, what am I trying to say? It'll be 27 laps from when we go green, because the fuel that we use under caution is really, really negligible. Obviously, Lucky, the finish position, it's bet, then the finish, whatever your finish position is, and then the amount. So if you want to do bet finish, it's bet finish all.
Right here, there's big checkup.
All right, our new pit stops will be 49 and 80.
Okay.
If you want to push it to lap 50, because you know we've had some yellows here. I added 1 lap to that first run, just to make everything more even. We could go an extra lap 2 and probably still be pretty even on tires. So, but we have 49.
10-4. I actually probably want to push this run, since I'm going to be pitting earlier than everyone else would anyway. I probably want to push it a little bit further, just because the tires would balance out better that way.
Yep, 10-4, then maybe lap 50. We'll also see how the tires are feeling and stuff like that.
10-4. I'm also going to minus 1% on brake bias, taking a little bit more brake bias out than I was planning on doing to compensate for the lighter fuel load.
If it was me, I would wait a lap to take that brake bias out, just in case you really need to check up when everyone is getting sorted. You want the back end to step out. That's totally, yeah, obviously driver preference.
Yeah, I don't want to be messing with it when we're all still bunched up under green, so I prefer to wind it out now.
10-4.
I think this should balance out well. With where we're at, we should be good.
Yeah, I have brake bias mapped to my steering wheel.
Right, yeah, you were telling me that. I just have the menus and everything. I don't have enough buttons.
You know what I just bought for like $15 on Amazon is a Bluetooth keypad. You know, like the little keypad for your keyboard. And then just put Velcro on the back of that, and then Velcroed it right onto my wheel stand, so I have, you know, like 16 buttons right there at my fingertips.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I totally need a button box. The thing is, I do need like one of those well-designed button boxes, because I need them spaced out enough that I can tap them with the glove on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I totally want to get one of those button boxes at some point that has the fancy ignition switch and all that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I like the idea of having knobs. I like knobs a lot better than buttons.
Yeah, knobs are good too. I agree. All right, refocus. So it looks like we're looking at 26 laps on fuel, so we could take this to lap 52.
Yep, if we want to do even runs, we'll probably hit a couple laps earlier, but that'll be your choice.
Hitting lap 52 actually brings us closer to even runs, because remember, these tires are new.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let me actually redo my math on that. Sorry.
Yeah, we've got separate math now for tires and fuel. Yeah, Dave Dragula, the league is still letting in folks who have the SS use it, which is smart.
All right, watching the pace car here. I'll be calling the leader. Go, 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 go. You're clear low. You're clear low. Still clear. Still clear. Stu's looking low. He's there. Stay high. Stay high. Stay high. He's there. You're even. Stay high. 12's coming with him. Stay high. Here comes the 55. Stay high.
Just completely missed my entry there.
Stay high. You're getting help from the 22. There will be a car low here going into 3. So stay high. Stay high. Stay high. He's still there. Stay high. 22's coming. Stay high. You're clear. Slot in.
There we go.
All clear.
Wow, that was bad.
Car high.
Caution.
Caution.
That was one lap.
Sam, you are a legend. Thank you so much. I did it, Harry. I made it through.
Oh, God.
Told you there'd be another caution. What is going on tonight? Usually this league's better than this.
Yeah, redoing that map, we wanted to go, you know, a little farther there. For sure, you're right. But yeah, what are you thinking here? I mean, that was obviously a really fast, really quick run. You know, what was that, a lap and a half on tires?
Yeah. No, that was not even a full lap.
This is a 2-tire stay out opportunity for sure. We lost a lot of track position.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm tempted to stay out. I want to see what folks do. If we come in pit, I am thinking 2 tires.
Alright, guys,
And the
that's
other
review.
question
Looks like
is, are we
down
in
the,
range? We're
front
nowhere
foot
close to
96
in range to
comes
do
down
a
a
one
little
stop
bit,
yet,
and
are we?
Looks like there might be a little bit of net code there with him and the 64 and 64 holding the line. 96 came down just a
No,
hair.
we're not close to a
enough
one
to
stop
catch,
yet.
and there was off to the gymnastics at that point.
I'm kind of thinking stay out. Only one lap on the tires. I am thinking stay out might be a good idea here.
All right,
Let's
I'm
see
watching the leaders, seeing what they do. Looks like stay out, see if they fake. First and second are staying out. Sixth place is coming in.
You know what? I'm seeing a bunch of guys coming behind me. I'm going to go ahead and pit.
Yep, I think that's smart. I'd take 4.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, 4 and fuel.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get all the fuel. We'll get the tear off. Let's just do everything normal. Bump my brake bias up. My big concern was that I didn't want to get stuck with the guys who were being goofy in the back of the pack. At the same time, I didn't want the goofy guys in the back of the pack having a tire advantage on me and making a big run that way. Messing with my brake bias cost me that spot to the 73 there. I'm going to wind it down to minus 0.5 from where I started the race.
So what happened there in that restart is once you were clear, you could have blocked low and forced them to pass you on the high side, like just pick a defensive line going into 1 on that restart. That probably would have helped you. And then obviously once the cars were below you, you were really, really high up on the track, so you were kind of giving up a couple spots.
Yeah.
Instead of, a little bit. But, if they were all lined up, they probably all would have gotten around you, just an extra lap later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the big thing when I'm on the outside is I really want to get slotted in. It's way too easy to get in the wall if you misjudge on the outside, and I'm not comfortable with running the outside line here. We
Yeah,
never,
10-4.
we never practice the outside line. We always run the inside, so... yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when I do practice, I tell myself, car low, and just do a few laps with the car low, and then next few laps, let's pretend like there's a car high.
That's a good idea. The other thing is this league does have a rule that you can't change lanes before the start-finish line. So that's why I stayed in line and didn't jump down before crossing the line.
10-4. Once you cross the line, I might suggest taking a defensive line at some point in the future, but that's obviously up to you.
No, totally. I think I thought about doing it, but I think I was actually alongside the guy who restarted in front of me and inside, so I wasn't fully clear, I think. Unless I'm remembering it wrong, but I thought that was what was going through my head, if I remember correctly. It was like, maybe I can slot down in there, but it looked like it was going to be a tight squeeze.
Yep, no worries. I'll help you out with that next time. And but we'll just refocus here. We have 80 laps to go, still a really long race, and glad we pitted there. We'll have slightly fresher tires. You had only 1 spot to gain, and you would have had fresh tires right behind you. So I think you made the right call there. Yeah,
that's what I noticed. I was like, okay, guy behind me is staying out, but everyone behind him was going in. So would have been even better if we would have worked it. If I would have navigated pit road correctly, and then I wouldn't be starting on the inside instead of the outside of the 73. Although the outside hasn't been bad for getting a good jump on the restart.
All right, our new pit stop strategy here, if we want to do 3 even runs, is we'd pit laps 57 and 84. But we could also go probably, you know, to around lap 63 if you want to do a long run and try to catch a yellow, since this field seems a little more wrecky than we expected.
Yeah, 10-4. That's definitely worth considering. What is that, 7 laps? So it's worth it. If we run long again on the second run as well, then that gives us another window where we can gain track position with a well-timed caution. And I doubt we'll get 2 full runs, so we'll see.
Yep, 10-4. But yeah, if we're close enough to the leader, there's, you know, a lot less to lose with short pitting.
All right, guys, gonna have 79 to go at the line. Still a long race left. Be patient.
Phony Pony's still hitting the perm drum. I don't know that a perm would work well for me, to be honest with you. Napox92, what's up, brother? How's it going? Gasometers, I think that Indianapolis would directly translate to City of the Indians. I think that that's probably correct. But yeah, this is where they run the Indianapolis 500. I gotta say, I really do think it's cool that the audience on Twitch is so international. It's really neat. Nice, Mike. Post it in here, man. Let some other folks check their handiwork out. All right, we're going back green.
All right, watch the leader. Pace car is going to be dropping. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. All right, you have car low. He's at your bumper. He's going to be there into 1. Say hi. He's at your bumper. Even. You're at his bumper. You're hanging with him. Say hi. Say hi. 93's following him. Say hi. Say hi. You're pulling him a little bit. Say hi. He's at your bumper. He's going to be close going into 3. I think he's going to be there. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Another one's coming. Say hi. Say hi. 82's there. Say hi. Good run. It's all clear.
All right. Oh, great. It's our old buddy, the 94.
Car high. Stay low. You're at his bumper. You're at his bumper. Clear. All clear.
Well, this race has kind of gone the opposite of what we wanted to do in terms of track position. Instead of working our way forward, we work our way back. Let's see if we can...
Long way to go.
Yeah, long way to go. We'll get it sorted out before the thing's over, though. I don't think we'll finish back here.
All right, just be smooth here. Get your mark.
10-4.
Car high. He's got a bumper on him. Still there. Stay low. Stay low. Clear. Car high. You're at his bumper. You're at his door. He's letting you out. Stay low. Stay low. He's got a bumper on you. Stay low, clear. You're all clear. Come on up.
All right.
Good job.
Take it.
Just focus on your exit here. You have no pressure from behind.
Yeah, 10-4.
Thanks, Mike.
Staying in their tire tracks. That was a pretty bad turn 2, but recovered for a decent exit at least. Man, these guys are, this is why I didn't want to get back here. These guys are a lot crazier with their blocks back here. Isn't it funny how that works, that the slower guys are the ones who block like they're racing for the lead?
Yeah, they're all killing each other's momentum. All right, watching this guy 2 ahead of you.
Yeah, I saw
You're
him.
going to want to pass him low here.
Made a nice save there.
Great save.
Yeah, real nice save, 73.
You're 3 wide on the bottom. 2 wide on the bottom. You're 2 wide. Come up. 2 wide. Car high. 2 wide. Still 2. You're clear. Car high. Car high. You're in the middle. 3 wide. You're 3. You're 2. 1 low. You're all clear. All clear. Good job. All right, there's a wreck ahead of you. Go low, go low, go high, high, high. Low, oh geez. You can't pick away. Car high here, stay low. Stay low here. Stay low, he's still there. He's got a bumper, he's at your door. You're even. Even. Stay low. Exit low. Still there, clear. Come on up.
All right. Man, Hustad is just not having a good time at Indy.
So low, guys.
Thank you, Ace.
Thank you
You
for.
did a good job avoiding that car.
No, you did a great job calling that.
If you were wrecking to me, wait, I'm sorry.
No, I don't know what happened. I think I just got a tad bit loose and just shot up the track.
Hunter, go low. Not that close, just go low.
Behind you as a run. He's going to be looking low here.
All right.
He's there. He's at your door. He's quick. Stay high. Stay high. You're even. He's pulling you. Stay high. Clear. Come on down. car high, you're at its door. You're gonna just barely be there, here going into 1, stay low. You're even. Caution, 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 back out of that.
All right.
So much, guys. We got to go around again.
Running 14th right now. The heck?
All right, we're in it.
Started after review, 30, single car spin by 38.
1.
Gets the wall out of 4 there, and just kind of walks it all the way down the front stretch there, trying to save.
Yeah, I think we're thinking the same thing. This is unstoppable. Persecuta, how's it going, brother? Or sister?
The way I see it, 234 lap run.
Okay.
When you're on your tap distance, they're entering the corner.
Might change a little bit based on how long the caution is.
Yeah, 10-4. I think it's doable. We'll just have to keep a really, you know, keep paying attention to that fuel tracker since we don't know. We're not as confident as we were at NIS on the fuel run.
Yeah, 10-4. There are a few things I can do. I don't think I need to be clutching it, but if I'm just lifting a little bit early and a little bit more careful back to the gas, then we should be good. Evening's going well, or the race is going well. Persecuta. 43 laps in right now. Track position's not great. I started 8th, and I've been kind of bouncing around in the field.
All right, 60 miles an hour.
Okay. So let me get the brake bias. Okay.
4 tires and fuel. The 0-2. The 0-2 is 3 stalls behind you.
0-2 is 3 behind me, all right. All these guys have to drop before I do. Whoa. All right, brake bias is back to where it should be.
Right, 60. Car high, clear.
Game, what, lost a spot there?
Got really close here.
Yeah, we'll check it next time around, see how many cars are on the lead lap. You know, if we're going to go for really trying to make this a one-stopper, we can't push it. And I'm pretty skeptical about everybody being able to do it.
Yeah, 10-4. Field tracker on Q2 is saying 34.5 right now.
I feel like just watching your videos the last week or so, it seems to be slightly off though, right? Am I wrong?
No, that one's pretty accurate. The only way that it tends to be off if the way that it ends up being off is if I'm doing, like, if I start really saving and stuff like that, I can come in better than it. But I don't think that it overestimates the fuel mileage. I could be wrong.
What about that truck race the other night?
That was me. BMX Kyle, thanks for the follow.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened in the truck race was it was correct, but I ended up having an issue because I had to make it the full lap under yellow afterwards. So I didn't budget enough fuel for that, and I didn't budget enough fuel for having to do 2 laps under caution after the yellow came out. The other problem was that on the final run, the off tracks meant that I used more fuel per lap, like 5 different times.
Okay.
So we're not going to have to, knock on wood, we're not going to have to deal with either of those things in this. So I'm 13th, so I did gain 1 spot with that pit stop. So that works.
Yeah, and we might actually be a lot better on fuel than I was thinking. So we're going to just run this tank bone dry regardless.
Yeah, I think we're going to be at 66 remaining, according to my pit board, when we go back green. We will have 66 laps, so it will be evenly split into 2 33-lap fuel runs, which I think is the way that I want to do it. Just because when I pit, it's best to pit with a lap of fuel still in the bank if possible. That way it doesn't start sputtering when you come onto pit road. But I think we're going to have to play it that close.
Well, 46 plus, so if we go green on lap 46, go 33 laps, that's lap 79 as our new pit stop.
Okay. Yeah, the overall driving ability of the field is going to have to go way up if we're actually going to make the rest of this thing on green, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have a chance to get track position, just go for it.
Yeah, 10-4. Awesome, BMX Kyle. Appreciate you dropping by on the Twitch side. Hope you're enjoying it. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, the way I see it, we could not even worry about saving until like 10 laps to go in the run. You know, if this thing stays green and everyone spreads out, yeah, maybe the last 10 laps we could save something.
Yeah, 10-4. Also, you know, we can always save maybe a little bit in the draft. Does Indianapolis have the fastest pit lane of the actual tracks? I don't actually know about that, Gasso. That's a good question. Isn't Talladega 65? I feel like Talladega and Daytona are 65. I could be wrong
If
on
we put
that.
on lap 79, that's a 32-lap sprint to the end.
Okay. All right.
So if we end up running out of gas, like let's say lap 78, we're still fine. We would just know what to do the next run.
Dega's 55. All right. Yeah, Indy might actually be the quickest pit road right now. Interesting. I hadn't even thought about that.
All right, John, protect the inside here on this restart. Watch those entries. Don't overdrive those entries.
Yeah, 10-4. I've been messing. That's been costing me more than anything else.
All right, watching the pace car here. Pace car's down. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
He just
You're
left on
clear,
pace
all
car
clear.
that time.
Yep. Didn't fool me. All clear. All clear if you want it. There's no pressure from behind. Come on up.
10-4. No reason to not give myself options in
clear.
turn 1.
All clear, all clear.
Cruising through 3. He stayed disconnected. Dang.
It does, and the 2-1 from me. I just didn't want to push the issue.
No pressure from behind.
Uh-oh.
Go low, all the way bottom.
God
bottom,
dang
bottom.
frickin' ARCA breakers.
Damn it. The Ford just didn't check up at all.
No, I know.
That's all me.
Just pushed
All
us
me.
right into it. I don't know if we were going to be... we might have still been in it anyway. But, yeah, the 4 gave us no chance to get through that. All right, we'll just get all the repairs, and fortunately this doesn't matter for the playoffs. Dang it. That junks us up pretty good.
Yeah, damage front and rear.
Yeah, 10-4. No,
After, do you think 82 for owning that? It looks like 82
it ain't fine.
starts to bring the rear end around, getting into the corner, and the car just kind of washes up in the dust in there.
We're pretty bad.
Wait, no, we mad.
It's gonna be bad. So I don't like racing back here with these guys. Oh well. Our race is pretty well done.
You okay, Siberia?
All right, 60 miles an hour. Let's see.
I'm gonna
we'll
say
see
it's
what we can
about
make
2
of it.
minutes of repair. We've probably got some.
damage?
Well,
No, just
the tach's not bouncing super goofy, so we might have escaped without engine damage.
Yeah, when you pull into your stall here, tell me what your idle RPMs is.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll have to adjust the FOV a little bit to see that.
Or go to -1.
All right, -1 will work. -1's telling me 2,000 RPM.
All right, 2,000 is perfect. Under 1 minute of damage. I think we can still go for a top 10 here. I wouldn't give up on this.
All right. Yep, let's just get all the repairs done right now.
I like your car, Chad. That's a pretty blue on it, man.
That's gonna hurt though.
Siberia,
That's
did
pretty bad.
I
We're
hit the
gonna.
wall for you
That's gonna hurt us a lot on straightaway speed.
coming in out of the pits.
Yep, we'll just tuck in right behind someone's back bumper and see how well we can keep up.
Yeah, 10-4. There are going to be more wrecks, so we may be able to salvage a top 10 just because people keep taking themselves out of this thing.
Pace car's coming out of 3. He's in the short shoe.
Nah, we're fine. Repair's just finished. Pizza car's a different series, Phony Pony. That's the K&N car.
Low 13. No, they're actually close to 13. They've been on the 13.
Yeah, I don't know if we would have been able to avoid that without the Arca breaker, but
Hoping to get a long green.
the 4 just shoved us right into that thing.
It'd be nice if we get some green flag.
Yeah, I hope my call was wasn't the problem there.
They're both better on the long run.
No, your call wasn't the problem. His vision was the problem.
As a sponsor,
Yeah, the only thing I could think of there was just say go low. I don't think, that's all you could do is hit the brakes and go low.
Yep.
How much does it cost to sponsor a race? If people are willing to disclose it.
Missed a good national chase. It's actually a clean one. 10 forward, man. League racing duties prevented me from participating.
You know, the front end does not look terrible after these repairs. They pushed the hood down. Honestly, the worst part of the car is the left rear.
Okay. Might be all right,
you know,
then.
Where the 4 hit you.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, his right front looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I would keep that brake bias pretty neutral here until you figure out what this car is going to feel like.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it where it is right now, and then we'll adjust it from there.
Yeah, my guess is you're going to be down on straightaway speed just a tiny bit, and that's going to, you know, you won't be pushing into the corners too much.
Right. Prepare for apocalypse. Well, we're restarting 15th. I mean, that completely takes us out of win and top 5 contention.
Let's focus on the top 10 and then see what happens after that. If we want to split this run in half, we'll be pitting on lap 81.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll just get whatever we can get. It's whatever the race gives us at this point.
Yeah, we could try to stretch it super long or something like that and catch a caution. I don't know.
Yeah. The good news is that I think everyone who's behind us also has damage. I don't know if they have as much, but I think that everyone behind us was also waiting on repairs, so that might help us.
The 98 looks really clean.
Okay. Yeah, he was quick too. Even with damage, we might be able to get the 60 and the 66 and the 4. I mean, the 4 we know has damage and probably worse than ours.
Yep. Let's just not even worry about the damage. Just go as hard as you can.
All right.
Got nothing to lose now. You're playing with house money.
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, pace cars down. Calling the leader. Go, 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 go. You're in the middle 3 wide. 2 wide, you're clear. You're all clear. The 98's got ahead of speed. Take a defensive line here. Good job. It's going to be looking low here.
Yeah, I'm going to let him have it.
He's at your door. Even. Stay high. And you're clear. No pressure from behind. Car high. Stay low. Stay low. And you're clear. Yellow, yellow.
This is 100% my fault. I missed my braking marker. I'm sorry, Tiberius.
I'm thinking stay out. Well, we'll see what everyone else does. If everyone else is pitting, we may as well get the 1 lap newer tires, but we'll see.
Yeah, kind of the same boat as before.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't do anything fuel-wise for us. I just can't believe the number of cautions from this group.
No, I can't either. This league is normally not like this.
All right, after review, 39 takes it up into the wall, entering turn, and kind of has nowhere else to go but to bounce off. 71 was happened to be there, and he collected him as well.
Hey, last time in this situation, the leaders kind of all stayed out, and I think it was a smart call for you to come in and pit.
Yeah, 10-4. We'll see. If we're going to be on an odd-numbered starting position, I might stay out just for that.
All right. 1, 2, 3. They're all staying out, staying out. Yeah, it looks like just a couple cars at the tail end are pitting.
Yeah, 10-4. Those are the guys with more damage than I have.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Lucky Dogs are fixed.
Oh, that's good.
Castro Nevis restart at Indy in 2007. Remind me what happened on the Castro Nevis restart in 07? Someone? Anyone? I know I watched that race, I just don't remember what happened or what was noteworthy about it. Man, we're not even halfway yet.
Yeah, this league isn't normally like this, right?
No, not at all. This is very unusual for this league. Joseph, you decided to pop in on my stream. It's boring you that much tonight? At least you've still got a clean car. Those of you who don't know, Jay Heldt 2 is Joseph. He's in the 0-2 up in 8th spot. Okay, I don't understand what the 98's doing at all now.
Yeah, I don't get it.
If you were going to pit last time, there's nothing to be gained by topping off here versus a lap ago.
Yeah, he's really fast. He has a clean car. He keeps on going to the back of the pack.
I don't get it. I'm glad that he did that. That puts us on the inside.
Has there been a lucky dog at all this race?
Yeah, we did.
The 59 got one.
Yeah, I've got it like 3 times already.
My spotter isn't telling me, so I was like, is there lucky dogs or no?
That was weird.
59's got 2 more of those to get. He'll be back on the lead lap.
Yeah, is your spot... You're not getting anything saying let the lucky dog go around, though?
I got the text for it. I don't hear any of the audio messages from the spotter because you're in the spotter position.
Yeah.
See, I wish they would tell me so I could relay that to you.
Yeah, 10-4. That would be nice.
I'll just keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll just try to... Just remind me to stay low. As long as I'm leaving a lane to the outside, I don't have to worry about it. Just remind me to stay low under yellow.
Yeah, that's something race control honestly should be doing, like in real life.
Right. Yeah, Spitz, I'm having memories of Pocono, and this track kind of has some characteristics that are similar to Pocono in a lot of ways, so sometimes it can be plagued by the same issues that Pocono is plagued by. Tonight I think it's just, I don't know what it is. I guess people didn't run enough Brickyard 400s last week, but it just seems to be a lot of driver error. And again, like, this is not what I've experienced as being characteristic for this league. Usually they have a lot more... We have a lot of green flag runs in this league. The first race I did in this league went caution-free. They have had an influx of less experienced drivers since then, but this race is abnormal.
I hope that winter series is fun.
Yeah, man, winter series should be a lot of fun. It seems like everyone's doing a K&N winter series. I've got the one that I'm doing, or that I'm sponsoring. Someone else is actually running it. The It's Water I Swear League. I need to start getting things set up to promote that as we get closer to season end.
Yeah, I hope I can do both.
Yeah, 10-4. All right, here we go. I'll make sure that they don't conflict.
All right, second gear. Pace car's in, and go, 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 go. You have a car high, you're pulling him. You're clear. You're clear. All clear going into one here. You're still clear.
All right. Oh, there's another one wrecking behind us. No yellow yet. I just saw someone fly into the inside wall in my rear view.
That was not nothing intentional.
Hey, don't worry about that. Watch this pack ahead of you. You should be able to get a run. They're all kind of missing their line.
Yeah, I've missed my on throttle point there.
66 has a run, but he saw that.
My car really feels like it's stalling out on the straightaway. It's noticeably slower. Maybe that's in my head, but it felt like I hit a brick wall in the middle of the straightaway there.
All right, you're clear. Still clear. Still clear.
All right. Need to figure out how to carry a little bit better exit off of 4th. 12 really got to run.
Pressure. Watch your checkup here. Watch your checkup.
Yeah, 10-4. Man, this is messy.
Sorry, Eric, that was an emergency to check up that hard, but
Damage is actually not hurting us that much. We're at least able to hang with the pack. We might be in trouble if we...
Stay in the draft.
Yeah, we might be... I was going to say, we might be in trouble if we end up out of the draft, but if we're in the draft, at least, we're okay. Of course, part of what's helping us is that they're really going at it for position. So that's killing their corner speed.
Drive them any harder, why don't you?
Tighter on corner exit. I missed my corner there, but it was really tight.
Back up those entries. Give a car on the wall, they're wrecking.
Yep, 10-4.
Stay high, stay high, stay high. Caution is out.
Well,
hey, there's 93.
There goes
You
two
had
more
as
of
many
them.
counters as I thought you did. None.
wow.
We're
I
going
just
to
said that.
outlast these guys.
Race car, I'll be going slow off too.
I missed that. What did he say?
He said, what is he? He said, thanks 93. You got about as much talent as I thought you did. None.
Jeez.
That was against the strictly speaking against the league's rules of decorum. Although I can't say that I blame him given what his car looks like right now. Alright, we're going to put 4 tires and some fuel in it. No, Svechka, no track bar adjustments and fixed for sure. I don't know about open.
After being the replay, 93 gets into the back of the 03 coming out of turn 4. Causes 03 to get in the wall and bounce back into the 93. Collects the 82 in the process.
Dang, the 82 again. That'll be his race.
Right. 3 behind you is the 02. So 02, 55, 21, then you.
Come on, Getty, figure out pit road. There we go. Yeah, 93 looked pretty done. He hit hard. All right, we're 9th. 55's been having some bad pit stops.
Let's see if we can't find our way into the top 5 before this is done.
Yeah, that would be a miracle if we can get that. I'll take it.
Oh, I love iRacing. Oh, I love you so much, iRacing.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding, I hate you.
What did the 80 do?
Just go ahead and catch. I don't know what's going on with you guys. I really don't. I've been having this problem since like 2 or 3 days ago.
What happened?
I've just been freezing and blinking a lot recently. I don't know what's been happening. I really don't.
Yeah, that was happening to a lot of folks. It happened to me a couple times on week 13.
Hey, PJ, after the race, hit me up on a private DM.
Okay.
Maybe the one, Britt, maybe.
Looks like I might be in trouble with you saying that, but okay. Yeah, I'll...
There's a setting and options you can change to actually track what your CPU and what your graphics card is doing so you can see what's going on and what you need to change.
Full strategy. We have 3 strategies available to us.
Okay.
We could split the run in half, hit on lap 88.
Well, it's in option.
As soon as our fuel window opens on lap 78, or we can try to long run it to lap 96. So we'll have those 3 options available.
It's in options, and then it's all there.
The way that these cautions are dropping, I'm kind of tempted to run it long.
Screen. In options.
Yeah, 10-4.
You want your numbers to stay below 10?
Short pit.
Yeah, 10-4, the one,
the
Britt.
R and the G.
You did say that it wasn't over.
It's a new addition they pushed with this build. Before you had to go in and manually put it in the app INI file, but now you can actually do it right in the iRacing screens.
You would pit, maybe stay on the lead or get that lap back really quick on those fresh tires, and then a caution comes out, and you know you're golden. You know everyone pits, cycles through, caution comes out, and you're golden.
Right, but I wouldn't stay out unless it was only like a lap. So, it's a loss of track.
Well, I mean, if
it would be a loss of... I see what you're saying. Yeah. Let's see how close we are to the leader. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a great strategy. I mean, you need the caution to come out where you've got your lap back, you made up all that track position, you're probably leading the race because you have the fresh tires, and then a caution comes out and everyone still has to pit again.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be perfect. It's just a strategy. I'm not even advocating for it.
No, totally. I see what you're saying.
Now, Jimmy Johnson has won so many races doing that, as
No.
opposed to the Keselowski strategy, which is like stay out as late as possible.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Keselowski strategy because I've seen that win a lot of races too.
Yeah, I mean it worked for Johnson all those years because he would pit early, and when the cycle was done, he'd be so far out ahead, he had all that clean air, and then for whatever reason, he was able to just hang in the lead.
Yeah, that was during a, like, tires didn't seem to wear as much, so like if a caution would come out, he'd be able to stay out, and clean air would matter so much more than new tires. That also helped a lot, so definitely different from how it works in iRacing. In iRacing, if you're on 2 lap older tires, like if you're in the lead, even though if you got the clean air, if your tires are 2 laps older than the guys behind you, you're just a sitting duck.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
280.
Something else that I need to know.
It feels like a full-length race.
It does, given, yeah, we're going to probably rival the race length of the Brickyard 400s we ran, even though we're running 50 less laps or 49 less laps. Because we did not have this many cautions.
Hey, I resemble that remark. You should. You're the ugly.
All right, restarting ninth, second gear here.
All right. Second gear.
Don't worry about that damage or anything. Just get after him.
Yeah, 10-4.
Protect that low line.
The only reason the damage affects me is it just makes it that much more critical to stay in the draft.
Cars in. Go, 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 go. You're clear. You're all clear.
Yeah, I gotta wait until the line before I can come up. Now I can move.
Yep, all clear.
Can I please have, like, anyone other than the 4 behind me?
Don't worry about him. Just go get these guys ahead of you.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm just going to try to put some distance between us. Five's hanging tough on that outside.
Yeah, both those guys are pretty quick.
55 in the 21. I think both of them are well over 4K I rating.
Yeah, the 12.
12, I think his I rating's similar to mine, maybe a little bit lower.
That looks like a good set of corners right there.
Yeah, 10-4. Felt pretty good. I think we legitimately right now have the 10th cleanest race car. Maybe the 98's cleaner. Although he got into some stuff when he went to the back, so we might be pretty even with him now.
Yeah, his car's still pretty clean. He's coming up through here.
All right. You know, eventually the guys up front will wreck. There's usually one of those a race where it's the guys up front who get into it. So
You got it. I ain't gonna hold you up.
if that happens, we'll be in solid shape for a top 10.
Made his way right behind you here.
I see him. He'll probably wait and get me on the straightaway.
Yeah, he has a little run here. Yep, he's there. At your bumper, at your door.
Yep.
Even. Stay high.
He does have a little bit of right front damage,
Clear.
but not much. So yeah, we're gonna have to pick a strategy, either early or late. I don't think we can afford to go conventional.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're in the playoffs. You might as well take a shot at it.
Yeah, it's just that we're not gonna beat anyone straight up. We're gonna have to do something different.
Well, in about 7 laps, the field window opens, so that's one strategy.
Yeah, 10-4.
Bad right now.
I see that.
I'm starting to become kind of fond of that strategy. Maybe
You disappeared for a minute.
maybe the only reason I like it is because it allows me to do something sooner. The thing I don't like about it is that it puts me out of the draft, although I'm going to say that if we're still in the draft, we should stay out, but if we've lost the draft by the time it's time to pit, pitting makes a lot of sense.
You just ran a 52-second lap last time by, and you normally hot lap at what, 50?
Yeah, qualifying was a 49.5. I mean, at this stage in the run, you know, you can pretty well compare my times to what like the 55 or the 21 are doing. Those are the guys that I was running around. Staying with the 98 pretty well right now.
Patience there.
That was tight.
Even didn't get to me upper shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pit and stay on the lead lap or like quickly get your lap back, you're only like 5 seconds off the leader, you know, you'll gain 10 seconds probably on those fresh tires. And then if a caution comes out before they pit, you know, in that 10 lap gap, then everybody pits and you're in the lead.
Yeah, 10-4.
I mean, it just, you know, it's kind of a Hail Mary. You need everything to work out perfectly.
Right.
Pretty walk.
I did scrape the wall a little bit in the short chute last time through 3 and 4. I don't think I hurt it badly.
Yeah, I can't. I don't see any new damage.
Okay.
Still looks bad.
Yeah, 10-4. That missed my entry there completely. Attempted to downshift on that. Probably should have, actually. It would have cost me less time. That cost me about 3/10. Yeah, this is part of why I'm starting to consider the short pit strategy is because if it singles out, we got a real good shot at losing the draft pretty quick here. Evening, Bandman, how's it going?
None of these guys have driven this car on old tires yet.
Yeah, that's a very fair point.
Do you have fresh tires, Matt?
Said 78, right? So that'd be 3 laps from now.
My car just...
Yeah, 10-4. That would be a 33 lap run to the green checkered. It'd be lap 79 if you want to play a little safe and do 32. But, you know, the earlier we pit, the more the strategy has a chance of working out.
Yeah, 10-4.
Do you want to get by me, Matt? So I'll let you by.
So here's another thing that I'm considering is maybe we go 79, just because we don't know what the damage is doing to our fuel mileage.
I would guess that it's improving it.
No, it's probably hurting it because the car's pushing more air. It's like driving uphill.
Yeah.
It also made the car tighter, and a tight car is worse for fuel mileage. You want a loose car for fuel mileage runs.
Yeah, I mean, your car kind of is the look of a car that I would do a long run in. Just because it's like not super fast, but you could probably race it for a long time.
Yeah, it's just a question. Well, we're going to do a long run. It's just a question of whether we do the long run at the early part of the run or the end of the run. Either way, it's a long run.
Yeah, I think either way it's a long shot for it to work out. So I think we should take the call here. You know, we either pit, you know, this time by or next time by, or do the long run.
I'm going to say let's do it. Forget, you know, screw it. Let's go for it. Brake bias up to 3.
96.
We'll bring it in.
No problem, man.
4 tires, fuel, and let's see what happens with it. If we're really lucky, a caution will come out while we're on pit road like it did for Keselowski.
All right, 60 miles an hour. Don't push it too hard. Good job. All right, the 02 is 3 stalls behind you.
Yeah. First time we've been on pit road by ourselves.
Give me full fuel here.
Yep. I haven't messed with anything, so it's all going to be at defaults. That hurt us. Fortunately, it only cost us like a second. Looks like the 4 is doing the exact same strategy that we're doing.
All right, for this, so 60 miles an hour here, and for this to work, we have to go hard here.
Yeah, 10-4.
Give me some qualifying laps. The leaders are going to be coming around you here.
I see him.
Hope to see if you're faster than them. You're all clear here. There's no pressure from behind.
Good deal. That actually worked out well that we slotted in right behind him like that.
Yep, you're the lucky dog.
Oh, and we're definitely faster.
All right, car high. You're at the door. Letting you go, you're clear. our high bumper.
I can't pass him on the straight.
You're at his bumper, stay low. You're at his door. He's letting you go, you're clear.
Thank you for the sub. Gasso gifting a tier 1 sub to Napax92. Thank you for that, Gasso. Much appreciated. Let's get some sub hype in there.
I renewed my sub today.
Nice. Yeah, I renewed the one that I had gifted to me for Steel Horse's channel. All right. And we're still in 14th spot, so it's not going to cost us anything.
Yeah, we have little to lose here.
Yeah. And given where we are in terms of the point standings, we really are playing with house money at this point. Worth a gamble. Yeah, even the leaders were pulling them by like 2 seconds a lap, it seems like.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, 10-4. It's all about whether, you know, I don't think it works out too well for, this doesn't play well for us if it goes green the whole way. Most likely.
No, that would be bad. If it goes green the whole way.
Yeah, I mean, it would be equally bad to be on the stay out all the way to the end strategy.
Right.
But if the caution comes out at the right time for us, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, exactly. If it, you know, goes green the whole way, then the split down the middle is the way to go. And then if there is a caution, depending on where it falls, it was good for us or the stay out people, you know, 50-50.
Right. Green to the end, I think, works better for us than it does for the stay out people, but we'll see.
Remember, we were very aggressive pitting on lap 78. That's our full fuel run. So if it does go green to the end of the race, we'll be watching that. But don't worry about that yet. That'll be like a 10 to go, 15 to go kind of a thing.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm not even looking at anything. I'm just trying to drive right now.
Yeah, I'll check it next time. I assume we're right on the button.
Looks like we're actually a lap to the good. According to the iFlag pit board, at least.
I have 0.4 to the good.
Okay.
0.4 of a lap.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. So the optimal window is opening up soon. We're getting the people.
Yeah. These guys are short pitting just a tiny bit. They're not doing it right down the middle, but like, yeah, once one guy that's running in front comes in, he's going to end up pulling everybody else.
Right. And then all that'll be left will be the guys who are doing the reverse of my strategy.
Yeah, exactly. And if they start pulling people in, you know, that, you know, we can cycle through. We'll see where we end up.
Right. We know we're going to be way out in front of the 66. The other thing that helps us is that we're on clean racetrack. We didn't really get held up. We only had 2 cars to pass they let us by pretty easy. We didn't have a lot of traffic to worry about. Some of these other guys might get more battled up.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to have the race. We're looking at having the racetrack to ourselves for the entire rest of this run if it goes green. The only thing will be, you know, folks will eventually start catching us from behind.
Yeah, exactly. The new tires would eventually start catching us.
Right. But we're not on track to catch anyone else.
No. I mean, you put 10 seconds on the leader.
Yeah. No, the new tires are a huge advantage. Tires really matter at this flat track, and then they also wear really quick.
So that 24 was the leader before, and your strategy put you out ahead of him. I mean, he'll be catching you in a hurry here, but
oh yeah,
you know, the caution comes out in a couple of laps. Boy, would that look good.
I might rad tag. All right, here we go.
To the bottom, Aaron, to the bottom.
All right, 24 is catching you in a hurry from behind.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Comes those fresh tires.
Right.
He's going to be there in the one, so stay high.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay high.
Clear, clear.
In the 62, pitted a lap later than the 24. So here he comes.
He's going to probably catch you coming on the front straightaway there.
Yep. So now he has a lap fresher tires than the 24 for the entire rest of the run.
He's coming really fast here. Stay high, stay high, stay high. All clear.
Well, at least the live broadcast, the TV style broadcast, should have an interesting race for the finish in this one. Very similar situation to Hamlin and Boyer.
Yeah, so you're on the Hamlin strategy. How'd that work out?
Not Hamlin Keselowski, Hamlin Boyer. 24 is on the Hamlin strategy, and the 62 is on the Boyer strategy.
Yeah, I just meant you got your tires earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no clue what Boyer was doing, staying out those extra laps.
Yeah, well, what was puzzling was the second additional lap. He legitimately got schooled by Hamlin because Hamlin jumped down where Boyer didn't have a chance. But
Thought he got pretty close.
the next lap after that didn't make a lot of sense.
All right, I'm hit next time.
Although it would have been really interesting.
Coming with tires behind you. He's going to be looking low here too. You're all clear.
I would have really liked to see what would have happened if, oh goodness.
You're all clear. Boy, we would have loved that caution right there.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Okay, we're running, what, 6? This would be perfect timing for a caution.
Yeah, it really would.
Just spot some.
Like the 98 and the 39 are doing the long run strategy. My guess is they could be out there 6 more laps. You're going to have a car low here.
Okay.
He's there. And you're off 6.
Yep.
Car coming low. Stay high. Stay high. You're all clear.
Race definitely has that. green flag
He's gonna be
look.
passing you low. There. Clear. There's another one coming. He's going to be low into 3, so stay high.
Yep.
He's there. And you're clear.
Alright, let me get low. Well, never mind. Alright, I'm pitting. Get out of everybody's way.
11 cars, 71 cars coming here. He's going to be low down the front straightaway.
10-4, he's a lapper. Next position is the 55.
Alright, keep...
The closing the gap on the guy down on power here is tremendous, especially in the straightaways.
He's going to be looking low. He's just following you.
Yeah, he might just follow me. He's a lap down. Or he's multiple laps down.
Faster. Alright, he's low. He's there.
Yeah.
And he's not passing you. Alright, here comes... You have another car with tires. He's there. Stay high in the 3. Stay high. Stay... Oh, wow. 71 is confusing. Stay low. I don't know what he's doing. That was weird.
Yep. That's inexperienced driver being indecisive more than anything right there.
Looks like the pit that's completely cycled through. You have another car with tires coming behind you, the lapper. He's not looking into. He looks like he's high, now he's coming low. He's going to pass you low here. Stay high.
Okay. Yep, he didn't get the run off the corner.
Yeah, so these guys, I guess that's why we have all these cautions. I would stay high here in 3. You have another car with tires coming.
Yeah, I see him. It's the 98.
Coming. He's there. He's there. Stay high. Stay high. Stay high. Stay high. You're all clear.
10-4. All right. Now we got 7 seconds on the 73.
Yeah, it's all cycled through here. We're probably outside of our window where we needed a caution. We didn't get lucky, so now we'll just have to manage what we have.
Yep, 10-4. We're fine. We got a 7-second gap that we can manage over the 11th place car. I show 18 laps left on fuel. I think we're fine there.
Car with tires coming behind you here. Stay high.
All right. Wow.
Stay high.
Tires, but no front end.
Yeah,
that's how much tires matter.
Straight away. Got to run. Doesn't know what to do with it.
Yep.
He might wear the new off his tires, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah, a few of these guys with tires, it's like they've never actually had to make a pass before. They don't know what to do.
Right. 71's down on the access road. Excuse me.
I think we're still last to the good on the fuel counter.
Yeah, we're in good shape on that. And it looks like we're in good shape. He's not making me super nervous just because he's not getting close enough to really worry me. And now his tires are starting to wear out, so the advantage that he had in the corners is starting to fade.
Yep, just be real deliberate around him, you know, stay hugged up against that wall down the straightaways. I can just see him doing something wacky.
Oh, believe me, he's capable of doing something wacky. But in all likelihood, he'll probably just run it out clean. The big thing that I'm watching that I'm liking is that we're maintaining that 7-second gap over the 73. He's not gaining on us. So even if this thing runs out green, this is kind of best case scenario for us where we're going to have a shot at a top 10. I don't know if strategy is going to affect that at all, but we were 8/10 behind him when we pitted, and now we're 7 seconds in front of him.
David, you're gonna get me in turn number 2.
Yep, just run some clean laps here, and we'll be all good.
Yeah, 10-4. Just focus on being real smooth.
I'm just riding around, man.
I'm riding too, but I'm missing about 150 RPM.
Hey Shepard, how's it going?
Just Sunday driving it, all I'm doing.
I feel the same way.
Man, hit my marks perfect, and I don't have a car that can take advantage of it. It's alright. We're trying to be in playoff mode, and part of being in playoff mode is salvaging a decent day from a terrible one.
Don't worry about me back here, Chris.
Alright, I'm gonna give it to you right here. I'm going high.
I think the 22 more than anything is just trying to hang on to my draft.
Yeah, if he's smart, that's what he's doing.
So the 66 just got around the 73. Let's keep an eye on his lap times. Doesn't change anything for us. Our strategy play is still to be as smooth as we can, but he may be catching us up at a pretty good clip. We'll see.
Well, he needs to be catching you, 7/10 a lap in order to, in order to actually get to you, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, 10-4. He was the one who pitted 4 laps early for the, to kind of open up the floodgates. So he was the first one that pitted on the standard strategy, folks.
Well, you were faster than him that half of the lap.
All right. That makes me feel good. That also cuts the number of laps that he has left to close it. Gonna be 10 to go this time by.
Yeah, you were even that half of the lap with him. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. He must have some damage. He looks pretty slow on the straightaways based on what his numbers are doing.
There's no point in me even trying it.
All right, 10 to go.
Burroughs and Wolf for the lead. They have a nice little battle, just a 2-car battle.
Nice. I hope it stays green and that gets to play out. How close is Burroughs?
Burroughs has the lead, and he's been gaining 10th here, 10th there. I think he's up by like a second now.
Oh, wow. So Burroughs was able to, that 1 lap difference in tires, he was able to run down Wolf and pass him. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a 2 to 3 second difference.
Burroughs is really freaking good. Like, he just is. Wolf's really good too, but yeah, Burroughs is something
John,
else.
Where you want me to go? And when?
Let's do it on the back straight.
Alright.
Nice of him.
Yeah, 10-4. These guys tend to be pretty respectful. Thanks, 39. Really appreciate that.
You're all clear.
Yeah, I'm out of contention anyway. I might as well just be a nice person.
Yeah, we've actually
Still
pulled.
faster than the 66.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that the interval's grown to over 8 seconds now. He must have more damage than I thought he had.
Now, if the caution comes out now, we can have a nice troll finish.
Are we actually gaining on the 55? That can't be possible. Something must have happened to him. Something happened to the 66. We just gained another second on him that lap. And this is hurting right now because based on what I'm seeing out of the competition, a lot of these guys have been really abusing their tires, and I think that we could have had something for them on a long run like this if we had a clean car.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Dang it. Oh well. All right, 6 to go. Let's just hope it stays green. I'll be very happy to have a top 10 with the way that this race went.
Yeah, there's 13 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, 10-4. Didn't the 60 pass us?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's had a lot of damage.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, 10-4. As many laps down.
Right.
He's probably got engine damage.
5 to go, 5 to go.
All right.
Dude, you got new tires, you should have flew right through us. What was that?
Still looking lap good on fuel.
Okay, yep, I'm seeing the same thing. Just cruising. Get a top 10, we'll set the playoff field, and gonna run a whole lot of Las Vegas. after tomorrow night's race. I got the Challenger Series tomorrow night, and then after that, it's all about Vegas.
Where's the Challenger Series at?
Darlington, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's going to be fun. Even though that's kind of like, that's basically turned into like an 8-car league now, Darlington will be a lot of fun.
That Thursday, Vegas, NIS.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, starting with Thursday, it's all Vegas.
All right, coming to 3 to go.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, I hope I get a good run there Wednesday or Thursday because I'm heading out to that race after that.
Oh, nice. That's fun. Vegas is a good track to see a race at. I saw...
Get me on the back stretch.
I saw the one there. Man, when was it? It was like, it was 07 or 08. It was the weekend where Jeff Burton spun Kyle Busch for the win coming out of 4 in the Nationwide / Xfinity Series. I think it was the Nationwide Series back then. And then
the Cup race too.
Yeah, we did the doubleheader weekend. I think Jimmy Johnson won the Cup race.
Hey
That was
guys,
back when he was
Ryan
winning
Grant is
everything.
Asking, Joe Heldt, John Theodore.
I got loose stuff I got India.
And Mike Springer to hang out after the race for post-race interviews. If
All right.
you can. Again, that's Mike Springer, Joe Heldt, and John Theodore. Please stick around.
10-4 on that.
Could be a playoff thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I know what
thinking.
you're doing, messing around with us. We had new tires. You should have been 10 seconds in front of us.
I didn't want to mess with y'all and you and y'all's race.
Well, I get that, but with new tires, dude, you just gotta go. We'll get back in line. You like split us, and then you change your mind, and it was just awful.
Yeah, I understand that, but also at the same time, y'all too like to be battling all across the racetrack, so I don't want to answer with it like I said. One more.
So no, just when I was letting you go without entering one, and then you stop off too.
Hey, where did you sit when you were at Vegas?
Not the greatest seats. We were over like 3 and 4, I think. I think we were actually in turn 3. So we had a decent view of Burton turning Kyle Busch.
The radio goes to your clean car. Well, at least your engine clean car.
Yeah, we got white flag here. We just got to pull it across the start-finish line.
The win, 62. How many is it that season? 9?
Yep, everyone's slowing down up here.
Yep.
100.
Yeah, there was a caution.
Yeah.
Alrighty guys, thank you all for coming out. I know this is quite a long race, but we got through it. Next week begins the playoffs. I will update the standings within the hour, and if I'm not mistaken, the top 15 in the standings plus Mark Johnson, who made it on the 80% winning in, will be the playoff contenders for this season. Anyways, for the interview, second, Joseph Heldt Springer, the broadcast booth, would like to interview you, so please stick around. The rest of you, thank you all for coming out. Truck Series is off, so the next event will be the IndyCar is off as well. Okay, so the next event will be next Monday, Las Vegas, the Grand National Series. So if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, again, thank you all. Have a great night, and we'll see you around.
Ended up not being a terrible race.
Good
So
race, guys. Good win, Anthony. Fun racing you there, Aric.
we'll take it.
Hi, man. Yeah, top 10. That's not too bad considering you got, you know, in the...
Yeah, Jimmy cut out, so again, first, second, John Theodore, Joseph Heldt, and Mike Springer. Please stick around for post-race interview. You guys have a blessed night. It's a pleasure as always.
All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and...
Everyone, that was fun.
Hey!
Good battle.
Gasso!
Yeah, it's a good race.
Yeah, 10-4. Nathan, Gasso gave us a little change to have a beer, so we'll do that if we're ever hanging out in the same city. Alright, I'm just going to park it over here.
Yeah, I thought I had more room there. That was my fault.
Alright.
I was going to fly too, so I'll take 50.
Let's see. So I think it's going to be a little bit before we get the
But
interview.
yeah, you know what? I mean, coming off, you're a little lower, but I mean, at the same time,
But
it's 2 laps to go.
while we're doing that,
so that was fun.
all
We're probably
right,
getting around to 68 now with that line.
let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull up their
Good battle all
stream.
the time.
So let me do this. We're just going to kind of hang out. I'll hang with you guys, do our own version of a post-race interview. So let me pull their broadcast up. Hey, Warren, 200 bits. Thank you very much, brother. Awesome. Thank you much. All right. Let's see how their Twitch stream's doing here. And yeah, let me see. So is there a waiting for interview channel that I can pull into?
Thanks, Anthony.
Oh, hey, Thomas.
Nah, it looks like they'll just pull me in when they're ready, so that's fine.
What's up?
Oh, they're offline. All right. So we gotta head over
for sure Springer
the
and
YouTube
Johnson were
side.
going to get me there at the last.
Thank you much, Dual King. Thank you.
We're having a good battle. We slowly started closing.
This could be a little bit while we wait for them to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was holding them up, but they couldn't get by me on the inside, so I let them have the inside and would hold them on the outside and hold on to that position.
Yeah, that line you're running, Harmon, I just couldn't do anything with it. Just couldn't get off the corner to get down the straight with you.
That whole run, I didn't really see a reason to.
Yeah, I experimented with it earlier in the race just to see what I could do with it.
Got lucky,
And I noticed that on fresh tires and old tires that it seemed like whoever was on the bottom just couldn't get a run. And I was like, well, I'll put that in the memory bank.
There in the middle of the race, it kind of made that.
Yeah, if 21 wasn't there racing with us, I was just going to follow you in a little high on the last lap and see what happens.
32, 33 lap fuel runs. You could take.
Yeah, you might have gotten by me before then because I was.
Night, Nathan. Thanks again, man. Really appreciate it. You did an awesome job spotting again as usual.
I was inching up on you, but yeah, running the bottom, I couldn't run your line, and I had to stay on the bottom.
He stayed behind you. That was the weird thing, right? Is you made the
I like running the high line, higher line rather.
For the rest of the race.
At any track.
Yeah, I was scared he was gonna start catching me.
Got lucky than that, I guess.
He started closing in on me about 10 to go.
Yeah, that's usually my jam.
Then I kind of evened out for the rest of the race after that.
But I'm out here, guys. Have a good one.
Most wins so far this season. Most wins in the Dynasty Racing League history.
man.
I mean, the last season you dominated things. End up, Aric stole it from you at the very last race of the season. Hopefully that doesn't happen this year. We can't wait to watch you in the playoffs. And congrats again on first place. You want to shout out anybody tonight?
Yeah, definitely shout out for
Well, tonight what's going to get me up and over 5th place is not getting involved in a wreck, Shepard. That wreck that we got caught up in kind of took away any possibilities of getting a top 5. And a lot more practice.
For putting on this league. We're looking forward to the playoffs.
Whole lot more practice.
Well, we will see you next week at Las Vegas.
Just getting faster and more comfortable with the cars.
That was Anthony Burroughs, our first place finisher for tonight. Our leader going into these playoffs. We're going to now bring in Aric Wolf and get a chat with him. Aric Wolf, do you have a copy, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey man, second place finish. You led the most laps tonight, but as you said earlier in the race, Burroughs was good on the longer runs. What happened there?
Yeah, he. I tried. He's just quick. He's a great driver. He got by me, and I couldn't run him back down.
Yeah, you were able to maintain your distance after he got around you, which was surprising to me. Like it felt like he gained on you a little quicker than he did earlier in the green flag runs, and then you stayed basically in the same position you did behind him. Did you find something there at the very end of the race?
Nah, just I was pushing really hard. I was right at the limit.
Just kind of listen to
I wasn't
the
pushing that hard at the beginning, but
post-race interviews.
He had 1 lap fresher tires, which doesn't seem like much, but from lap 1 to lap 2, that's nearly half a second. So that's why he was gaining on me so quickly at first, and I thought, you know, if I can save a little bit, and once he gets to me, I can pin him down a couple times and be able to beat him, but I just couldn't do it. He got by me.
Well, just like you said about the race earlier tonight, there was a lot of race left. There's still a lot of season left, but you lock yourself into these playoffs, and I know you're very good at Homestead. How are you feeling going in here?
Breaking news, I'm not going to compete for the championship. I'm going to pull out from here on out. Best of luck to everybody in it. It's going to be a great battle down to the end. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting Final Four down at Homestead. It's a great track. It'll put on a good race, I'm sure.
Well, it's unfortunate to see you go. Hopefully we'll have you back maybe in the Winter Series or next season, but definitely breaking news to me. I had no idea you wouldn't be here, so.
Yeah, I got some other things going on, so I'm going to pull out of the league for a while, but it was a lot of fun racing.
Obviously, real life more important than iRacing is on any given.
So things are gonna reset
awesome
now that the regular season's over.
Yeah, can't wait to see you back here.
Yeah, they're interviewing Wolf.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
You want to shout out anybody tonight?
But yeah, it's gonna.
All the people I've had the pleasure racing against this season. Me and Anthony have had our battles.
Yeah, playoffs time.
It's been a lot of
so
fun.
it resets and it works like the NASCAR playoffs. So this league follows exactly the same schedule.
Behind the scenes,
so we're going to run 3 races. I think it's Vegas, Charlotte, Richmond, and then we're going to cut from 16 drivers down to 12. Win gets you through to the next round automatically.
I know I come to him about
then 3 more races.
Say, hey, can you put a banner on my car?
Cut 4 more. 3 more races. Cut 4 more. And the final race of the year is at Homestead. 4 drivers, whoever finishes highest among those 4 drivers is the champion. So right now the goal is to get the Homestead and then practice the heck out of Homestead and try to get really good at it.
Now we're going to grab Joseph Heldt, who ends up coming in 3rd tonight. Awesome race by him. Find Mr. Heldt here real quick.
Joseph's been killing it lately, man. He's really stepped up his game.
It's Joseph Heldt. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, 3rd place finish, man. You started 11th tonight. You're just barely going to miss these playoffs. And we just had some news. Aric Wolf is not going to compete in playoffs this season. We haven't seen the likes of Jonathan Schwartz lately. Don't know how the league's going to handle it. How would you feel if they let you sneak in here at the end of the season?
Hey, man, that'd be welcome. I've got a lot of life changes coming up here soon, so I don't know what the fall holds for me, but hopefully I can get in there and participate.
Well, whether you make it or not, man, we've seen some awesome racing from you. You've won a couple here with the DRL already. You come over with another 3rd
nice,
place
Mike.
Tonight,
Upload a
you'll be back for the Winter Series.
Upload a good hot lap video, dude. You could. You're not streaming your stuff the way that I do, but you could do like Chewy side and start doing a sick hot lap series with the way that you're doing your hot lap times.
What was it like out there?
Just make a nice little YouTube channel. You'd grow pretty quick with that, since your hot laps are
as far as you're concerned.
Among the best in the world,
really like
and
has
probably
feel,
better
so
than the VRS times.
Tracks that I really like. It bounced around from about 12th to 6th for a while there, and then once the cautions finally stopped, then I was able to work my way forward.
Yeah, you totally should, Mike, because your hot lap times are so good, and you have a good way, really good way of talking through the lap too.
Again, it's a technical track, but you did awesome, man. Congrats again on 3rd. You want to shout out anybody tonight?
Thanks, guys, for doing what you're doing. Everybody who's watching, really appreciate it. Keep supporting the league. This is a fun one.
Have a wonderful night, Joe.
Thanks, guys. You too.
And that was Joseph Heldt, our 3rd place finisher for this evening. We're actually going to go down now and talk to, if he's still available, I'm going to try to grab Mike Springer here and see if...
Yeah, I don't think that they have any language restrictions on this league. And I know they don't have language restrictions on iRacing.
Yes, sir.
It'd be pretty cool to actually have some international folks in the league. I would love that. I personally would love that.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm sure the rest of the guys would be cool about it too.
The number 12, I loved it, but You're one of those drivers that, barring that unfortunate circumstance there at the very end of the race, pushed the car maybe a little bit too hard coming out of that corner. But you're one of those guys who sticks around in the top 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers. You're always right there, yet to come away with the win here at the DRL. Are you taking steps to try to take victory away from a couple of these fast guys, or what do you think?
Yeah, I just need I need Anthony and Aric not to show up. And Wade
Yeah, fair enough, man. Your English has been fine in chat, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
And, I like
you know, it's all about how you can drive.
I was chasing Thomas down, and
racing is a very universal language, if you know what I mean.
doing it that way. And yeah, I pushed it too hard.
It's one of those things that, you know, sports is a universal language.
So quick every single week, but again, I said you're Mr. Consistent.
It's one of those things that brings all of us around the world together.
Make a mistake or two here in the
which
playoffs,
I like that.
Maybe you can compete for a championship at Homestead, man. We wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm good at Homestead, and I've actually won races in other leagues, just hanging out.
Right,
outside
Shepherd.
and waiting
Shepherd.
For, something to happen. So that's kind of the game plan here, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Argentina,
well,
very
thing.
cool.
Obviously, there's a few cuts that are going to happen between now and then. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, but we wish you the best of luck in the playoffs, sir. Congrats on tonight's race. It's a top 10, another notch in the belt. We'll see you again next week.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. And that was Mike Springer. He does come in 9th this evening. Last person
John Theodore, you got a copy?
Is John Theodore.
Yeah, 10-4. Let me mute you guys on the broadcast real quick. How about that race control tonight?
Kind of like Mr. Getty begging for a shout out last week. Was Tater begging for a shout out tonight?
No, he wasn't, but I figured I'd just continue the joke from last week. How you guys doing?
Good, and yourself?
Feeling a lot better than I was around lap 50.
Hey, very similar to the guy that we just chatted with, and Mike Springer. You're one of those guys who's real consistent. It seems like we see you in the top 10, sometimes top 5, week in and week out. But you're not coming away with the wins. Is that kind of the game plan going into these playoffs here? Just hang around, hope somebody makes a mistake, and try to move forward through the stages and grab one at Homestead?
I mean, the game plan's gonna be try to get a win if I can get it. Obviously, I would prefer to be contending for wins, but you know, coming into these things, you know, I'm still obviously lacking a little bit of speed versus the real quick guys like Burroughs, Wolf, and Hustad. So, you know, it's just going to be try to fit as much practice into my schedule through the week, and just kind of continue to do the same strategy that I've been doing all year, which is try to get the best possible finish that I can get each week and get the most points that I can get. So if I can get a win, obviously that's the best, but I'm just going to try to get what the absolute best I can get over these 10 weeks, and if we can make Homestead, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure that's everybody's game plan going forward. Finish as well as you can. We asked the same question to Burroughs last week, but I'm curious about equipment. I know you have a stream of your own. I've watched your stream. You wear gloves when you race. Can you give us some insight? What wheel do you use? Do you use load cell pedals, and do you use 3 monitors? Because I know you don't use virtual reality.
Yeah, so, and by the way, I actually did leave my car on the track, so if you guys want to throw it on the screen, you can do that. I have a Fanatec, I have a Fanatic setup, so I've got the CSL Elite wheel. I upgraded it to get the Alcantara wrap on the wheel. I've got the Club Sport shifter, and then I also sprung a little bit extra to get the V3 pedals, so that does give me a load cell brake, which definitely helps make the braking zones more predictable. I do not run trips. My computer probably couldn't quite handle that. It's several years old at this point. So I run single monitor, and then I've just, you know, for the streaming, I've actually got a pretty detailed, it's almost a 2-hour-long video that goes through like my entire setup, how I set up everything to do the stream and stuff like that. So for anyone else who is interested in getting into streaming, I put that video up for them. That shows you how to configure OBS Studio, how to get Q2 apps running so you get all the overlays that I have, where to put your webcam, some general tips about streaming and stuff like that. It's a pretty all-inclusive tutorial, and I'm also, you know, always happy to help folks out if anyone's interested in getting in. You know, people can drop a message on one of my videos, shoot me a private message through Twitch. There are all kinds of different ways to get in touch with me. If you go into Twitch and get my Discord link, you can hop into Discord and ping me there too. So
That's
yeah.
awesome, dude. It's good to hear somebody trying to help out the other guys and get everybody into this and make this thing more of a community thing. I have to admit to you, I'm a little bit jealous about the Fanatec setup, man. A set of load cell pedals and that CSL Elite is probably about as good of a wheel and pedal setup as you could get, as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah, no, I mean, I would love to upgrade at some point to a direct drive setup, but that's gonna wait. Right now, I'm.
Oh, now you're getting crazy, Theodore. You gotta get that. You gotta get that graphics card upgraded and get some virtual reality going first.
Oh yeah, well, probably not virtual reality. That wouldn't. I don't think my viewers would like that as much. So I'm probably gonna go trips over virtual reality, just because it's better for the live streaming experience. But right. I am planning on, you know, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. I've already got on PCPartPicker.com. I've got a whole list of parts spec'd out. I've been watching tons of, because I've never built a PC myself, so I've been watching tons. I've been watching Linus Tech Tips videos, Jay's 2 Cents. Who's
Linus
the other?
Is pretty good, man.
Yeah, no, Linus is awesome. And the other one is Paul's Hardware. So I've been watching like tons of those. Gomez Racing, thank you for the follow. But I've got, what did I spec out? I've got a AMD Ryzen 7 2700X processor, NVIDIA GTX 1080i. Like, basically what my goal is, I want to try to upgrade things to get to the point where I can comfortably run iRacing on max graphics settings. Not that it would make a huge difference for me, but that creates a better visual product for my audience. And then the other...
You can do that easily just with that video card upgrade, man. So
right, but the reason I'm going with the Ryzen processor is that gives me 8 cores and 16 threads, so that I can try to do my stream output in 1080p instead of 720 as well. So that's those two things: running on max graphics and then getting the stream to output in higher quality is kind of my goal with that system. Again, just, you know, upgrade the experience for my viewers.
Well, unlike yourself, I've built quite a few PCs, and I can tell you right now, with that Ryzen 7 and a 1080 Ti, you will be more than capable of doing what you're trying to do. So
yeah, it's going to be a huge upgrade over the i7 2700K and GTX 570 that I'm currently running.
Whoa, the 570! What is this? 2010?
That is when this computer was built. So I don't know if you guys ever knew of it, but there was a mech game that was on Steam for a little while called Hawken. So that was the last video game that I worked on when I worked in the game industry as a tester. And when they folded, they were basically, you know, this was, I think it was like 2012, 13 or something like that, but they built the PCs around 2010, 2011, something like that. The IT guy just basically built custom PCs for everyone as their workstations, and for us to use while we were developing the game and testing the game and stuff like that. We needed to have high specs to be able to play the game at max settings and really stress test it out. But when the company went under, they basically had to liquidate all the assets. So I got this rig, which at the time was pretty nice, for about $400, which was a steal at the time.
It's paid off for years. You're still using it in 2018, so there's something to be said about that. But
absolutely, and you know, like, the thing is, the reason why I'm going with a new build rather than upgrading this thing is because this is a working PC right now. It works. And one of my IT buddies told me, like, look, there is value in having a PC that just works. So I'm going to keep this intact rather than trying to swap parts out and mess with it too much. I actually did just upgrade it to an SSD hard drive, which has improved it a lot. But I'm going to keep this one working. The case is actually a really nice case. So after I get the new computer, I could maybe do some things to make this a productivity computer, and maybe, you know, if I want to go really crazy down the line, have this be, you know, a capture PC that's solely devoted to the streaming.
Yeah, you can have it as a separate streaming PC, which would be awesome.
Oh yeah, there's not much you can kind of swap out on that thing anyway, because you're gonna probably need a new motherboard and everything to support a new graphics card and you know.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
Anyway, so
all the new chips and stuff, they change every year. If
well, that's the
any
problem.
of
I mean, that's the
our-
problem with my computer. That's the problem with my computer. It's like I'm thinking it's like, oh, I could swap out things, and it's like, no, I need a new motherboard anyway if I want to get the new i7. So
yeah, well,
the
i7 2700K isn't what's limiting this thing graphics-wise. It's definitely that GTX 570. So even if I could upgrade that to like a 980 or a 1070 or something like that, that would probably be.
Oh yeah, your 1070. I mean, I run max graphics, and 1070 is just fine for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the only thing that I'd have to check. Is I'd have to find a video card that's compatible with it. I think it's got an Asus motherboard, but I'd have to grab the model number off of it and then see what newer graphics cards would be compatible with it.
Well, John, just so you know, before we go into that, graphics, as far as that's concerned, as long as it has a PCI 16X slot, that any of today's, well, most of today's graphics cards will still be able to be used on it, but you can only upgrade so far with the CPU that it has. But thank you for giving us some insight into what you have. I don't know if you realize it or not, or if, you know, this might be a kind of a weird thing to hear, but you're one of those guys in iRacing that you got a lot of viewers compared to many of the other guys in iRacing, and we enjoy watching you. I'm glad you tune in and show up for these races every Tuesday night, and I hope you continue to show up to our races every week. Just as much thanks to you as anybody else who watches the Dynasty Racing League and participates in the Dynasty Racing League, and all of our staff members here. You're getting the word out there, you're spreading around the love, and I hope that you enjoy the DRL as much as I do, and as much as all of our viewers do, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, this league's been a lot of fun to compete in for sure. Tonight, the start of tonight's race was rocky, but like I was talking with my streamers, I'm like, you know, this was a really rough kind of fits and starts kind of one for this one, but that's not typical of how races tend to go in this league. We tend to get really good, just like competitive, close racing without contact, which is what I really like about this league and some of the other leagues that I run in as well. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement where, you know, I'm able to bring my audience in and open up the league to you guys, but you guys also give me a really good product to put on the screen for my viewers too. So it works out really well. And as far as the audience, like it's been kind of crazy. I've only been streaming on Twitch for a year, and I only do iRacing. And yeah, it's just the streams just kind of really, we talked about it a little bit last week, but I went like 4 months where I didn't have any viewers. I'll give a shout out to Hey Shady Lady or Ty Baca. Those are the two names that she goes by. She's got a fantastic tutorial video about how to talk to yourself, or how to just keep dialogue going, keep talking on stream, even if you don't have people active in chat, how to just keep a dialogue going so that when people join in, they join into a streamer who's active and engaging, and that's how you build an audience. Yeah, exactly. Like if she talks about it, like if you join in on someone and they're just kind of sitting there at their keyboard, just kind of going through the motions, and they don't say anything for like 30 or 45 seconds, she'll leave that channel and then go on to the next one. But if she pops in and the person's like active, engaged, talking, you know, having a good time, then she'll pop in and chat, and that gives you an opportunity to have those interactions. And that's really how you start to build an audience, is that everyone starts out with only like 3 or 4 viewers. But if you are able to retain those viewers who are popping in and just looking for something new, that number tends to grow, and that's what bumps you up so that you show up in that top row of folks, and you really start building an audience from there. And it takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of work. So the important thing is, you know, for me is this is my hobby. I'd be doing this if I had no viewers at all. I'd still be doing the same thing. The original reason I started the stream was just to, you know, it was an easy way for me to create a race archive to kind of have captured on YouTube, just a full archive of my iRacing career. That was all I was going to do. You know, if anyone watched, it's like, awesome, that's a cool bonus. But it's really grown into something that's really cool. You know, my viewers are, you know, it's like hanging out and gaming with your friends. You know, I've got, you know, my viewers, I know most of the folks who pop in on chat. Wow. My engine just cut out in the game. That's hilarious. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, it's just really cool how it's kind of grown organically.
Yeah, it's the same guys who show up every week and who attend, and again, yeah, it does feel like a family, which is what DRL feels like here. So congrats again, 10th place finish. You make it into the playoffs. We can't wait to watch you race in those playoffs, and I hope to be interviewing you again moving forward, man. You got a shout out that you want to give to anyone? Yeah,
you know, shout out to Corey Bush for sure. Still running the Corey Bush car, which is what we started running the season with. It's kind of my version of a season-long throwback to the days when a driver would, you know, have one sponsor or one logo on the car, and they would just kind of run that paint that throughout the season. Changed up the look a little bit with the new ZL1, but you know, even though the campaign didn't turn out the way that we wanted to, Corey's still fighting the good fight, and basically doing that, you know, public service in the community and demonstrating exactly why so many of us supported her and continue to support her. So you know, whatever's next for her is going, whether it's going to be another run or something else entirely, is going to be fantastic, and she's got a lot of folks. So I always want to give her a shout out. Shout out to Nathan Jurgensen, who is my spotter again tonight. He does a fantastic job spotting, and you know, just really helps keep me calm. I was not happy when I got caught up in that wreck, and he helped calm me down, get me refocused, and I would not have come away with the top 10 probably if it wasn't for him settling me down and getting refocused on that. And then also just a couple shout outs, you know, to the guys who dropped those biddies on me and the cheers in Twitch, Warren, G. Benson. You know, you guys are fantastic. Everyone who subs to the channel as well, really appreciate you guys. That's part of why I'm upgrading the PC is, you know, I've been fortunate that I'm able to, you know, just with the revenue that the channel generates, I'm probably going to be able to upgrade the PC, and that, like, I'm putting the revenue that the channel brings in right back into making it a better experience. So, you know, really appreciate all my viewers, everyone who, you know, comes and hangs out with me while I do this stuff. It's a really cool hobby, and it just makes it a lot more fun to have a really cool audience to share it with.
Well, thanks again, John, for joining us here at DRL and bringing your audience along for the ride, man. You have a wonderful night. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks. You guys have a great night, too. Peace out, guys.
Right, bye-bye.
All right, folks. That is going to do it. I'm going to see if we can... thank you, Alexander Russell, by the way. I didn't reply. I saw that message as soon as I was going to interview, so thank you to him. I'm going to see if we can get a quick Chrome Horn recap, and if we can't, then we'll go take a look at the 2 incidents that I was involved in. Let's see how this works. There's the 60 and the 96 getting together. I don't know if this one brought out a caution. Nope, looks like Sam was able to save that. Anthony Burroughs actually scraping the wall. That's really easy to do there. Obviously, lucky Missouri squad. Yeah, brother. Push the vote. Definitely. It overheated and blew up. I've never seen that before. I can't believe that it overheated just sitting on the straightaway. That was really weird. Hitting the wall. 66. All right, Gasso, have a good one, brother. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the biddies as usual. And thanks for all the support. Thank you for gifting those subs too, man. Awesome stuff. You have I guess if you're going to bed, have a good rest, man. Thank you for coming out and being a good supporter. 39 scraping the wall. And the 11, or that's the 71. That's Cy Jackson. Bringing it off outside, inside. If I'm ever in Germany, we're gonna have to get a beer together. Scrapes it. 94. Wow, how did he not hit the wall? That was actually very impressive. I was about as mad as could be at him earlier in the race, but that was an impressive save there, keeping the car intact. 98 into the wall. Oh, what the heck? The 38's really having problems there. She's on the restart. Back in that part of the race where we actually had a clean restart. Scrapes the wall a little bit. Caution. Oh! Wow! Dude! David Wellborn. That was a huge crash. We got to see this from a couple different angles. This was... Look at this. Wellborn tries to make a move. 64 hooks him. Rings it off the inside wall. Gets hit by the 66. That sends him tumbling up and over. Holy cow. Only thing that they would have made that crash better would be the new damage model. iRacing, come on. You've been teasing us for too long with that. We want it. Take a look at this one more angle. Ew. Oh. This is the... Oh my goodness, that hit. Up and in the air. Cy Jackson getting the wall. Everyone else doing everything that they can to avoid him. Comes over and ends up getting settled back onto his wheels. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, so pit stops. Oh, here's the Husted incident. Bangs off the outside wall 3 times, goes down to the inside. We're all able to get past. Not sure what that one was. Bump there, 03 to the 93. Is that before or after they had their issue? 38 rings it off the wall. I think it was before they had their big issue. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the iRacing crash right there. Well, so much for that. Oh, that's terrible, because that means we're not going to be able to save the replay either. So that's it. Dang it. I don't know why it's crashing out like that now. It never used to do that. At least it waited until the race was over to do that. That's bad, though. All right, so here are the results. That's the end of the... He dead. Game dead. Yep, well, that's it, folks. Congrats to Anthony Burroughs, man. He's been racking up the wins this year. Salvaged a top 10 from, yeah, what was looking like a pretty grim race after we got caught up in that wreck. So we salvaged something from it. That's good. Thank you guys for watching. Hit like at the end of the video here to let me know that you made it to the end. Click the subscribe button and ring that notification bell to get notifications about when I upload a new video. And head over to twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Click that big old heart button. Give me a follow. And, yeah. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you very much. Peace out.